Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are swatching some more Revlon Super Lustriouses. I've got 5 more to show you in a few various shades. 1 warm, 1 vampy, 1 and 3 kind of more muted shades. So yeah, we're just going to go through them and talk all about the shades that I've picked up lately and swatch them out. So if that interests you, just go ahead, keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down below if there's any more lipstick collections you'd like to see me dive into. I like to get at least 5 from a range that are kind of across the board a little bit and shades that interest me to get a good sampling of the range that way. And if I like the range, I end up with 15 or more of the shades apparently. So if you missed any of my other lip swatch videos, there's a playlist in the corner here, and it will be in the description box. And there are 2 other swatch videos of Revlon Super Lustriouses on that list. A Milani one. Who else? There's a few short forms thrown in there, and there's definitely more of these coming in the pipeline at you. More swatch videos from the drugstore mostly. I think it's fun to swatch drugstore lipsticks because it's not a huge investment compared to high end. And it's like a little pick-me-up when I go to the store. I'm feeling a little sad, a little mad. A lipstick is just a little treat for myself. That's my little treat, is buying a lipstick apparently. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these lip swatches. Alright, let's swatch some more Revlon Super Lustrious lipsticks. I got 5 more, because I have a problem, and I can't stop myself. Every time I look at the display, there's so many beautiful shades that I need. So if you haven't caught them already, I have 2 other swatch videos, and actually a whole playlist of swatch videos I'm gonna put in the description thing up here, the little eye, and in the description box, where I just swatch lipsticks, and most of them happen to be Revlon Super Lustriouses at the moment. But I'm going to be swatching more. I've got more of these in the pipeline, and there are some short form and long form within the playlist, so you can pick and choose your format. All right, let's get started. Your best bet with these for price point is going to be Walmart, Amazon, Target for the most affordability. As far as these go, you can get them from around the $5 price points. If you get in Walgreens, Ulta, CVS, somewhere like that, it's going to be closer to the $12, $13 price points. So yeah, I will link the most affordable place to shop in the description box. And that is an affiliate link. Gotta support the channel somehow. I am sponsored by you. Okay, so I picked up some more kind of typical shades for me. Nothing too crazy outside the box here. But let's dive on in. I'm going to start at the lightest and work my way up to the deepest. Okay, we're going to start with a pearl finish. This is 103 Caramel Glaze, or Caramel Gloss. Glace with an accent mark. I never know how to say that. But this is a kind of a light, frosty, almost champagne color. A little bit. Kind of, I think, an odd shade when you first glance at it. It may think that is not it. But trust me on this one. Also, this one looks really pretty on the cheeks. These Function Beauty blushes, as I've mentioned, I actually have one of them on my cheeks today. And I'll talk about it when I get to it. But yeah, this is Caramel Glaze. Glacé, however you want to say that. I don't know. And at first you're like, oh, that is so frosty. Just give it a minute. Hold on. Work it into the lip bit. And to me, this looks more like you just have a nice lip gloss over top of a lipstick. Like, I mean, lip glosses have sparkle and frost in them. Why are we so opposed to the lipstick that has it? And this is a traditional kind of cream, well, it's a traditional creamy formula that has that bit of dewiness in it. It's not a matte finish by any means. And I think that operates really well with a bit of a frosty finish. And this shade is really pretty, especially if you pair it up with kind of a softer lip liner or something. It can look so gorgeous and look flattering on the lips and not look super duper frosty or anything like that, and not have a dated appearance. Which I think sometimes when you just think of a frosty lipstick, you immediately think of not the best thing in the world, but I think they can look really chic depending on how you pair them up with a lip liner, the eye look, whatever goes with it. It can look really beautiful. So this is Caramel Glacé, we'll call it. Again, this one looks really pretty on the cheeks because it has that little bit of shimmer in it, and it can kind of give like a little bit of a cheap topper highlight situation. I think the more it's on the lips, the frostiness kind of calms down and it just kind of wears in a little bit and looks really, really nice. Not the most pigment, like it's not a super intense color, so it lends itself really well to that. I believe that is a shade that they've had quite a long time in the range. I don't believe that's anything new there. Next up is Smoky Rose, which I fell in love with this shade. It is so pretty. It is 245 Smoky Rose. It's truly a smoky rose shade. Again, beautiful on the cheeks and lips. This is one of the most wearable lipsticks. And this is a pearl finish as well, but it's such a subtle pearl in this one that I don't even think it really looks like a pearl at all. Like, I don't see it. It's not nearly as pearl as the previous shade. If you didn't tell me that it was a pearl, I probably wouldn't have noticed. It just looks like it has a fresh kind of juiciness to it, if anything. And that's just such a perfect, soft, everyday, easy peasy color, especially if you're around my skin tone. This is going to be a really, really nice shade for you. So this is Smoky Rose. Yeah, I didn't even notice that that was a pearl until I looked at the label just now, so. And again, these are a very traditional lipstick formula. You're not going to get crazy long wear or anything like that. These are classic lipsticks. Quality-wise, they perform like some of the most expensive ones that I've tried. They are wonderful formulations. All right, next up we have a newer one. This is a cream, and this is 760 Desert Escape. Now, don't let this sticker fool you. Like, the sticker on mine looks purple. This is not purple. It looks like this. Definitely not purple. It is a muted kind of brownie rose shade also. It's a little bit deeper than Smoky Rose, but a very similar tone. Like, to me, it's a rosy shade with a little bit more brown in it, and it's a cream finish. Again, if you're around my skin tone, I think this one's going to be absolutely beautiful on you. Comfortable lipstick. So this is 760 Desert Escape. I love Desert Escape. I think this one is this is a good shade. This is just a nice kind of everyday color. It has enough neutral in it and just a little bit of depth to it that it's not really your lips but better, but still in that kind of family. Okay, and next we have something a little different. This is also a cream and it says new on the bottom. This is 761 Extra Spicy. And yeah, this is a beautifully spicy shade. I mean, isn't that the prettiest like brick red? It is a wearable red. Definitely a warmer undertone. But to me, a red that's very easy to pull off. And again, beautiful on the cheeks. So this is 761 Extra Spicy. I love a spicy looking lipstick, so these are the kind of colors I like for summer, going into fall. This one they can transition into fall really well because it has a little bit of a muted depth to it. But just a very easy color to wear if you like something a little bit more reddish. For every day, this is one of those. I'm going to show you how this one kind of stacks up against like Toasted New York, which is a classic shade, and Wild Saffron. So here is Extra Spicy. I'm going to do a little arm swatch. Next to that we'll have Toasted New York. So this one is extra spicy, and then Toasted New York is a little bit more terracotta in it, a little bit more orangey. And then Wild Saffron is way more vibrant. So this one, it kind of splits the difference between these two shades. And I think it's just a really, really pretty option. And this is a very flattering formula on the lips. Very comfortable, just easy, very easy formula. And before we move on too far into this, I did want to show you a comparison of Smoky Rose and Rose Velvet, because I think that could be two shades that are fairly close in the range and might kind of have like some overlap when you kind of can compare to one another so we can see the differences. On the top we have Smoky Rose, and then here we have Rose Velvet. Rose Velvet has a little bit more, just a touch more vibrancy within than Smoky Rose. Smoky Rose is just a little more muted and a little more brown in tone, and it has the slight pearl finish, and this one is a cream finish. So I just want to stack those up against each other so that you could see how they look side by side. All right, and lastly, we have 630 Raisin Rage, and this is a cream finish. Well, I still got some of the extra spicy on. And this is what I have on my cheeks today. All right, and this is 630 Raisin Rage. I love this color. This one has a little bit of purple in it, a little bit of berry. It is very much a true raisin, is what I would call it, and just a kind of a classic color. This would be beautiful in so many different skin tones. I just adore this shade. And it has a bit of a warm undertone. Like when you blend it out, like on the cheeks, it brings in a little bit of a toastiness that is so nice. Beautiful for fall. Absolutely beautiful lipstick for fall. And it has a little bit of a mutedness to it where it's not a super vibrant in your face berry color. Like it's truly a raisin. And I wanted to show you this compared to Rum Raisin, which I think having raisin in the name can be a little confusing. So I'm going to swatch this one at the top. Same way we've been doing. Next to Rum Raisin. So you can see the differences. Okay, so Rum Raisin is a little bit more brownie muted in comparison to Raisin Raisin. Raisin Raisin has a little bit more vibrancy to it. It's a little bit brighter, but not by much. A little bit brighter, a little bit more richness in it, whereas Rum Raisin has a little more of a muted kind of smokier look to it and a little more desaturated in comparison, but both very beautiful, very much classic raisin shades. But Raisin Rage, truly a classic shade. I think that is one of their old school shades they've had for a while, and it's so pretty. I mean, look at this. This is a gorgeous shade. This with MAC Chestnut as lip liner. Oh yeah, beautiful vampy lip. And on deeper skin tones, I just think this is such a gorgeous shade as well. Whew, so pretty. All right, so that is my newest additions to my Revlon Super Lustrous collection, which has now grown to 15 shades. Let me know down below if you... Blur. Let me know down below. Blur. What even was that? Let me know down below if there is some more of these Revlon Super Lustrouses you would like to see. Do you want to see more swatches? Because I can guarantee you I can find like 5 more shades that I like within the range. I'm pretty sure I can. Like, most of these came from Neighborhood Market. I haven't even looked at a giant display of them, so who knows? I would go nuts probably. And if there's any other lipstick ranges that you would like me to investigate and swatch out, I can pick up, I want to say like at least 5 of a collection and swatch them out. I think that's kind of a good number because it's digestible and we're not here all day swatching lipsticks. So you can kind of, I don't know, it doesn't feel as overwhelming. And yeah, I like to have just kind of a smaller, a good sampling of a range before I review them or swatch them out. And I think 5 is just a nice number, nice round number for it, even though I don't think 5 is a round number. But I feel like with 5, you do with at least 5 from a collection. You kind of get a nice sampling across the board of the shades from a collection and the formulas within. So yeah, let me know down below if there's any other lipstick lines you would like to see swatched out, and maybe a little mini review and talk about the line a little bit. I have way more detail about the Revlon Super Lustriouses in my first video, which is going to be on that playlist in the corner here. So yeah, so let me know your favorite shade down below, and that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me and just swatching some more lipsticks. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.